You did the math. $50,000 a year, 2 paychecks a month. That's about $1,900 per paycheck, right? So you open your first one, and it says $1,412. You just lost almost $500, and nobody told you where it went. No one explained it at orientation. HR handed you a stack of forms on your first day and said, sign here, here, and here. And that was it. You were on your own. So that's what this video is. Everything HR skipped. Every line on that pay stub, what it actually means, what you can control, and one move that most people in their 20s don't make until it's too late. And it costs them thousands of dollars to find out. Let's break it down. The first thing you need to understand is the difference between two numbers on your pay stub: gross pay and net pay. Gross pay is what you earned. If your salary is $50,000 a year and you get paid twice a month, your gross pay is about $2,080 per paycheck. Net pay is what actually hits your bank account. And the difference between those two numbers, that gap, is where your money went. So where does it go? First, federal income tax. The US government takes a percentage of every paycheck based on how much you earn. For someone making $50,000 a year, that's usually somewhere between $250 and $400 per paycheck, depending on your situation. Second, FICA taxes. This one has two parts: Social Security and Medicare. Together, they take exactly 7.65% of every paycheck. No exceptions, no way around it. Everybody pays it. On a $2,000 paycheck, that's about $150 gone before you see it. Third, state income tax. This one depends on where you live. If you're in Texas, Florida, or a handful of other states, you pay zero. If you're in California or New York, you could lose another 5 to 10% on top of everything else. And then there are your benefit deductions: health insurance, dental, vision. If you opted into your employer's health plan on day one, those premiums come out of every paycheck too. Add it all together, and it's completely normal, expected even, to see 25 to 35% of your gross pay disappear before it ever reaches you. That's not a glitch. That's just how paychecks work in America. But here's the thing. Some of those deductions you can actually control, and most people don't. On your first day, HR handed you a form called the W-4. Most people fill it out in about 30 seconds without really reading it, because it looks confusing and nobody explains what it does. That was a mistake, and here's why. Your W-4 is the form that tells your employer how much federal income tax to withhold from every single paycheck. It directly controls one of the biggest deductions on your pay stub. If you set it wrong in one direction, you're over withholding. The government holds your money all year and you get a big refund in April. That refund feels great. But what actually happened is you gave the government an interest-free loan for 12 months. That money could have been sitting in a savings account earning interest for you instead. If you set it wrong the other direction, you're under withholding. April comes around, and instead of a refund, you owe the IRS money, sometimes with a penalty on top of it. For most people with a single job and no complicated situation, the default W-4 settings work fine. But if you have a side hustle, freelance income, or you're working 2 jobs at the same time, you need to adjust it. Here's exactly what to do. Go to irs.gov and search for the Tax Withholding Estimator. It's a free tool. It takes about 10 minutes, and it tells you precisely what to put on your W-4 based on your actual situation. Then take that information back to HR and update your form. Most people never do this. The ones who do avoid a lot of unpleasant surprises come tax season. Okay, this is the section that I most want you to pay attention to because this is where the real money is. When you got hired, someone in HR probably mentioned the company's 401k plan. And there's a good chance you said something like, "I'll think about it," or "maybe once I'm more settled," because you're already stretched thin and retirement feels like it's 40 years away. I get it. But here's what that decision is actually costing you. A 401k is a retirement savings account that's connected to your job. You contribute a percentage of your paycheck, and here's the critical part. That contribution comes out before your paycheck is taxed. Which means if you contribute $200 per paycheck, your take-home pay doesn't drop by $200. It drops by more like $140 or $150. The rest was going to taxes anyway. That alone is a pretty good deal. But that's not even the main point. The main point is the employer match. Most companies that offer a 401k will also match your contributions up to a certain percentage. A common structure is a 100% match up to 3% of your salary. Here's what that means in real numbers. If you make $50,000 a year and you contribute 3%, that's $1,500 over the year. Your employer puts in another $1,500 for free. Just because you contributed, that is a 100% return on your money before the market does a single thing. And if you're not contributing at least enough to get that full match, you're leaving part of your compensation on the table. Every single paycheck. Now layer compound interest on top of that. A dollar you invest at 22 years old has decades to grow. At a 7% average annual return, which is roughly the historical average of the stock market after inflation. A dollar invested today becomes about $15 by the time you're 65. A dollar you wait until 40 to invest? It becomes about $4. Same dollar. Wildly different outcome, just because of when you started. So here's what I want you to do after this video. Log into your HR portal or email HR directly and ask 2 questions. 1. Does the company offer a 401k match? And 2. What percentage do I need to contribute to get the full match? Then go set your contribution to at least that number. That one action, taken today, is worth more than almost any other financial move you'll make this year. All right, you understand your deductions. You've set up your 401k. Now you're looking at your actual take-home pay and wondering how to make it work. Here's the simplest system I've found. And it's simple on purpose because complicated budgets don't get followed. Split your take-home pay into 3 buckets. Bucket 1, needs, 50%. This is rent, groceries, utilities, transportation, minimum payments on any debt, the non-negotiables. If your rent alone is eating more than 50% of your take-home, which for a lot of people in 2026 it absolutely is, that's a real problem, and we'll dig into it in a future video. But that's your target. Bucket 2, your future, 20%. And right now, before you invest a single dollar in anything, this money goes into an emergency fund. 3 months of expenses, sitting in a high-yield savings account where it earns interest. Not a checking account. Not under a mattress. A high-yield savings account. Right now, the best ones are paying around 4 to 5% annually. I'll link the ones worth looking at in the description. Once that emergency fund is fully funded, this 20% shifts toward investing. But we'll cover that in a separate video. Bucket 3, everything else, 30%. Food, going out, subscriptions, clothes, fun. This is yours to spend, guilt-free. The whole point of having a system is that when you stay inside these buckets, you never have to feel bad about the 30%. That's it. 50, 20, 30. It doesn't have to be exact every month. But having the framework at all puts you ahead of most people your age. Your first paycheck is confusing because nobody ever designed a system to explain it to you. Not in high school, not in college orientation, not at your job, but now you know what every deduction means. Why your W-4 matters. Why the 401k match is the closest thing to free money you'll ever find, and how to actually do something with what's left. Next week, we're going to talk about building credit from zero, including a strategy that most banks don't advertise that can get you to a 700+ credit score in under a year, even if you've never had a credit card in your life. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if this video helped you, send it to one friend who just started their first job. They'll thank you for it. See you next week.